Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. We're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. So keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, it is better take few minutes to clarify ourselves how this practice work and how we're going to apply it to ourselves and what is this meditation. Because as you know, nowadays, there are many kind of meditation techniques and different practice people do. And at the same time, there are many kind of methods people apply to develop their mental activities. So this mental activities and meditation, is it same or is it has a different way of meaning? So when it comes to this meditation techniques, tranquility meditation and Vipassana meditation, the major important part of this meditation is cultivating our mind. So when it go to the very connotation of the Pali words, the bhavana, so it's come as bhaveti kusala dhamme aseveti vaddheti bhavana. So it is a way of developing profitable skills using your own mental abilities and finding a path to transform itself. So when it comes to this transformation, transform. So to clarify this, you have to understand where there is a very simple word, transport. So transport is a kind of like way using another help, using something, you go from place to another place. Transport. It can be a vehicle, it can be an animal, plane, ship, or anything. It takes you from one place to another place. And so transformation, this transform also similar, has a similar meaning. It kind of like deeply from yourself, you go from place to another place. It's an inner behavior, change of inner behavior. So when you change from one person to another person, you have to let go the old version. So the old version here is your form, feeling, perception, volition, and recognition. So another way, that entire your awareness, understanding, entire your behavior, all feelings, that itself represent you. So then when it comes to transformation, that means you have to drop this all. And then from this point, you have to, once you drop it, that emptiness itself take you to another experience. So without dropping the old version, transformation not going to happen. So mostly what we does, we trying to rewrite something on the top of the old version without letting go who we are. We trying to get something new to inside us. So that way the change not going to happen. Of course, there is a change happening, but it's the very roots of the experience, the mind, understanding, not going to change. You keep writing something top of something, and then again and again and again and again. Then it develops the collective memory. But the transformation is totally different. When the transformation, when the change happen, when the complete change happen, there is no collective memory, there is no collective idea. It become a brand new experience in the moment. So try to get this very carefully. How this collective memory happens, the collective memory happen, you have inner desire, you already desired something, then out of that inner desire, you go with your bodily, verbally, or mentally action to fulfill that desire. So, and sometimes as example, you had a very stressful day, very busy day, and then you need the calmness. So you thinking to gain that calmness, you sit for meditation. So you sit not just only the top of the cushion or the chair. You have to remember, you already sit on the top of idea. Once you sit on the top of the ideas, what happens? Whatever you experience, deeply rooted with that idea. So for the moment you feel the comfort, the relax, but in life there is something else, because this very, very physical life, material world, not going to be the same. It always, somehow, whatever the physical comfort we gain, whatever the material success we gain, maybe you can use the meditation for that. But remember, it's never going to end. Whatever you reach, and from that point, there is another place to go. It is an endless journey. Eons by eons, you can go with it. And sometimes, this is very careful, sometimes even our inner behavior, our inner comfort, our mental satisfaction, peace, tranquility state can become an addiction. So there are many ways that people get addicted to find the happiness or the satisfaction or escape from the pain, or kind of like find the pleasure. People do many things. But how about when you come to a spiritual practice, and once you addicted to that spiritual practice, and there is no way that you can find the solution or the exit, because the spirituality is the main and highest method that you can purify yourself and get out of the habit or the patterns or the methods. But now, once your spiritual practice become a habit, you become helpless. So that's why inner peace or the calmness, tranquility state, let it be there. Don't look for that. Don't be very limited to that, even this physical comfort. So maybe while you're sitting, you feel comfortable. Don't stop there. Deeply observe, thoroughly observe, keep clarity in your mind. And maybe you find the satisfaction. Don't stop there. Don't be very limited to that satisfaction. Why? Because deeply in our mind, we have behavior to find the satisfaction, physical comfort, and we mostly think that is the end of the living experience. No, there is something. How you can find it? So then you have to drop that all the happiness or the satisfaction and the comfort. If without dropping it, you cannot go into deeper. So then that deeply we have the very nature to settle down with the satisfaction. It is our inner behavior. So when it comes to mental practice, meditation, there is a very famous word, retreat. People go for retreat. So the very meaning of the retreat, very connotation of the retreat, you get out of your inner behavior. You find the gap within your inner behavior, not to repeat your inner behavior with your form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition, not to go with the same thing again and again. And you allow yourself to experience something new. So then sitting yourself every day, if you are able to join with this session, then this become kind of like a retreat for you. But if you sit with the idea, if you sit with the preconditioned mind, if you sit to look for something, what will happen? The very purpose of practice not going to work. So then in the very first level, you have to remember, mentally, you have to find the freedom in you to detach from yourself. And so for that, you need to have to have a very safe, comfortable method. It's like a bungee jumping, jumping from a higher place is very dangerous. So, but how about you tie to a spinning rope, and then all the necessary that the security is there, and then you're not going to hit the ground, and then you're comfortable with it. You can jump. So while you're jumping, you experience the moment that whatever happening. It elevates your mind to certain level, break the day-to-day experience and allow you to experience something new. So sitting yourself, even it is at home, you have to remember the posture that comes. It is very special because the behavior of your physical directly go to and have a communication with your brain, your nerve system. So once you sit in this posture, deeply your nerve system start to synchronize and communicate each other in a certain different way. And your mental behavior, all the neurons in mind and start wire and fire in a certain way. And it's kind of like your whole nerve system start to open and the brain start to levitate to its highest level of activation. So like that, there is a physical change also out of this posture. And this, while you're driving, if it is happened to you, just imagine, while you're driving, or maybe you walking, or maybe while you eating, or maybe doing something, this physical, if this physical change happened to you, what will happen? Mostly it is start to synchronize with your emotions. As example, while you're driving, if this whole nerve system start to activate and your brain start to function to the highest, and maybe if you are so emotionally get into the action, what will happen, you may accelerate the vehicle and give more gas and you speed. You caught up in that environment. While you eating, if this physical change happen in you, what will happen sometimes? And you more into the taste and you start to get nourished from the food and you start to eat, and you feel later you feel uncomfortable. So like that, to activate this physical function to the highest level, you need a very safe method. So sitting for meditation is one of the most safest way for you to activate your inner entire nature. So then just sitting in the posture, getting to the posture itself, bringing certain benefit to you, to uplift yourself. So that physical environment is very necessary. And then that's why you have to sit with the very clear, free mind. So once you sit with that, once you settle down with the primary mental object, so that is, we in the very first level, we go to the physical level, we settle down, we prepare with the posture. Now it is complete. And now you bring your mind, body together. So for that, you need a primary mental object. That primary mental object should be always available in the present moment. Within yourself, right now, right here. That should be the address for the primary mental object. Why you need the object? Because this very conventional mind always depend from mental objects. And another way, we depend on names and forms. So that's why in the very first level, we need a primary mental object to settle down our mind. But that is not our purpose. That is not our final goal. It's like, as you know, if I bring a simile, as you know, there's sometimes for children, if you want to give some medicine, maybe they're not going to take it itself. So then maybe you mix it with the food. And if you want to give a tablet, so I remember sometimes you put the tablet in the middle of the banana and then you give a piece of banana. So like that, the primary mental object in the beginning, you use to settle down and you use it to bring your mind to the present moment. So one of the primary mental object is our own inhalation exhalation. And we bring our awareness to in front of our nose and upper lip area. Here. So when in this place, there is a very important place, the meaning in this place. So when your mind start to focus to this place, what is happening, you know there are two nerve systems, sympathetic nerve system and parasympathetic nerve system. So this both nerve systems start to settle down to the same level. And other thing is, there are two methods in our body, that the emotions and creativity. So the wisdom come out of when you able to synchronize both emotions and creativity together. If you drop one part, the wisdom not going to come. So if you able to bring this together, but as a result of that, what is happening, you're going to experience something new. That become a brand new experience which you cannot find in the surface level of your life. So when your mind focus to the middle of your body, exactly in this place, what is happening, the nerve system start to function certain way, and at the same time, in the deeper with that nerve system, that your brain start to function to different level and mix your creativity and emotions and bring certain kind of experience which only in human brain happens. So that is kind of like a brain science. So it is not happen in any other living beings. It is happen only in this human body. So that is why you are capable to experience this. So you bring your awareness to in front of your nose and upper lip area and observe the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. So that is the extra, that the benefit you gain, that the whatever happened inside you, just let it happen. Only thing is, just settle down here and follow the sensation. And once you recognize the sensation, don't be there. And start to see the behavior of the sensation without any favor, without any judgment, preconditioned mind, without interfering to it. So you are kind of like a judge, in a courthouse. There are two people. So they both try to tell each person, they both try to explain they are right. You cannot take any favor. You cannot go into any side. You are in the middle, hearing from both and recognizing at the same time. And you are not limited to whatever the one person going to tell. So you in the middle and observing and recognizing. So you are in the middle and observing inhalation, exhalation without putting any favor, without having prejudgment, preconditioned mind. Just try to see what is happening within the inhalation, exhalation. And when you deeply observe this, you're recognizing this body itself, inhale, exhale. And out of that inhalation, exhalation, all the experience come. So once you settle down with that, your body, your mind, your breathing going to settle down together. So in that level, you come to the moment of experience, tranquility state. And another way, undisturbed mind. You are anymore not depending from any kind of outside objects. Your body, mind, breathing settle down there. And once it's settled down there, we go to the Vipassana level of practice. So remember, as I mentioned, we're not going to settle down with the sensation. We use the sensation to get into deeper. So now you settle down and now you go deeper. In Vipassana meditation, there are four kind of that the methods that we use. Contemplating the body, four kind of foundations. Contemplating the body, contemplating the feelings, contemplating the mind, and the contemplating the phenomena or the very nature. So now this all four foundations you can find with the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. And when you observe and settle down with the breathing itself, you can recognize the body. That's why I mentioned the body, inhale, exhale. This is a bodily action, inhalation, exhalation. And you can recognize how this body happens. So then itself it becomes contemplating the body. And the feelings, we follow the sensation. So contemplating feelings. Another thing I mentioned, the mind going to settle down there, your awareness and with the inhalation and exhalation. And the deeply, you start to see how this thought arising and disappearing itself. So then it's going to combine with the contemplating the mind. And then you recognizing that the inhalation, exhalation arising and disappearing itself. And then you recognizing the very nature of it, phenomena, natural behavior. So then it contemplating the phenomena. See that all these four foundations you can experience with the inhalation, exhalation. So once you experience this, deeply, thoroughly observe the observer. So this is only you can do by yourself. I can tell, okay, follow the sensation. So you know sensation is here. I can bring with the examples and deeply inhale, exhale like that. But how I can explain to you how to observe the observer? So that is why sometimes people say you cannot teach meditation and you cannot teach Vipassana. So, but the observer itself means your thoughts, your recognition, the experiencer. So then rather than becoming very limited, rather than having very concrete thoughts, ideas, just observe the whole process as an observer, as a perceiver, as an experiencer. What you gain out of this? Is it bound to your experience or not? In this very moment, right now, right here. And what is happening with that? If there are feelings, if you recognize that feelings, then you become the recognizer of the feelings. So without that feelings, there is no recognizer. So when the feelings change, what happening to that recognizer? Is he going to recognize the same thing or different things? So that way you recognize, you experience the whatever the perception and the perceiver, whatever the object and the subject, whatever you experience and experiencer. So both going to be in the same place. It's kind of like the head and tail on the same coin. So, and then the experiencer, the itself you, your consciousness, awareness. And sometimes bring the memory. And when that memory comes, so now you settle down with the sensation and suddenly the memory comes. So that memory also what? It also an experience happened in the past. Or maybe there is another thought can jump related to your future. So that also came out of your past experience. So if the thought itself coming from past and challenging for your present moment of experience, you have to recognize you have no authority regarding even what you experience. Why? Because when the present moment of awareness lose, become minus, become low, what happening? The very nature of the mind start to overtake your moment of experience. So then deeply, if you increase your moment of awareness, moment of recognition, naturally what is happening, the boiling nature of our mind, bringing the past experience, naturally going to go down. So all the stress, unhappiness, sad, worry, fear, this everything come as a result of memory, repetition of past experience. Why it happened in the very first level? It happens because lack of moment of awareness. So with the method deeply, when you develop the lack of when you develop the moment of awareness, recognition, mindfully, intensely, what is happening? That all other mental behavior go away. It is a natural process. And then when it comes to the highest level of moment of awareness, direct perception, clear comprehension, in that very level, the mind start to completely release from the collective nature, which we call memory, and tune to the moment of experience. That going to become very brand new moment of experience. If you're able to come to a single moment of that kind of experience, what happening? Your transformation happen. What is the transformation mean? You completely release from your old version. That old version, how old it is, how old you are. Maybe from this birth, maybe you can tell, oh, my age is this, like that. But deeper your inner experience is very old. It can go eons by eons backward. So practicing meditation here with tranquility and Vipassana meditation is kind of like you dropping your entire history. So dropping that is a very great challenge ourselves. Why? Because we are here like this, who we are because of our memory. But as a human being, you have opportunity. Rather than go with your own memory, you have opportunity to experience something brand new. So this is the moment for that. So it is your choice. When you close your eyes, when you settle down yourself, it is your choice. Are you want to repeat your past, or are you want to let go that everything and experience the moment of very life? So just give a try. You no need to do anything hard. You no need to resist too much. You no need to go against anything. This very simple very friendly method with the loving kindness towards yourself. Why? Because as a human being, if you able to drop all the history that you carry and experience the very moment of life, it itself going to become the highest blissful moment to yourself. So if you have the respect, self-respect, if you have the self-caring, if you have the self-love, this is the greatest offering that you can do to yourself. So let's get into practice a little bit. And your right palm on your left and neck get straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. And find the sensation. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. Do nothing extra. So bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, and also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to supreme bliss of liberation or the Nibbana. Also we transfer these merits to your guardian angels and deities. May they be able to gain these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. And by the power of these meritorious activities, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Ittavata cha mehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sangham pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam paribunjissami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.